Currently, many prop firms in market are introducing different funding models. And to narrow down these options, we have brought you an unbiased and detailed review of one of the best prop firms on Trustpilot, Rebels Funding. Namaskar Traders, welcome to Jumps on FX and I Avinash am here once again with detailed review of Rebels Funding in simple language. So without any further delay, let's dive into their rules and programs. So Rebels Funding offers 5 types of funding programs designed for different levels of trading expertise and offering different terms and rules. So the first one is One Phase Program. Talking about the One Phase Program, so Rebels Funding offers 2 One Phase Program, that is Diamond and Gold Program. Many traders confuse the Diamond Program with an Instant Funding Program. But that's not the case. It is still One Phase Program. Let's understand the Diamond Program in detail. So the account size of Diamond Program ranges between $1,000 to $20,000. And the profit target to pass this program is 10%. Talking about the maximum drawdown, so it's 6%. And if we calculate the risk reward expectation, that is 6:10, so it becomes 1:1.66, making this a challenge of industry standard, since even in the industry, a standard challenge is of 1.66 risk reward expectation. Talking about the daily loss limit, so we don't have any daily loss limit. That means your maximum drawdown itself is your loss limit. The next we are going to talk about is minimum trades. So this program asks for at least 5 trades, and micro lot trades just to meet the requirements are not allowed. Only legitimate trades counts. As in, you can't take 0.1 lot trade just to fulfill this 5 trades requirement. Now let's talk about the leverage, since a lot of traders do leverage trading. So Diamond program is having up to 1:50 leverage, which is comparatively lower to other prop firms. Talking about the fee structure, so these are the available fee structure of Diamond program on the screen. And once you pass the program, you get a simulated account with a profit split of 75%, which is comparatively lower to other programs, and yes, other prop firms programs too. But there is a catch. This Diamond programs offers 100% refund after passing the challenge, which is not even offered by many famous prop firms this time, which makes it a good feature. Talking about the withdrawal targets, so traders must achieve 10% profit before they can request for the withdrawal. This rule is quite restrictive for traders. Usually, prop firms don't impose a withdrawal target after passing the challenge, though they may have minimum withdrawal amount. Talking about the scaling plan, so if you make a 10% profit, then your account will be scaled by 60%. However, this scaling will only happen if 10% profit is accumulated and not withdrawn, and the traders can withdraw the profit after the scale up. This is also a one phase program and somewhat similar to the Diamond program. It is also having a profit target of 10% and the maximum drawdown is fixed at 6%, making the risk reward expectation to 1:1.66, which is also an industry standard. Talking about the daily drawdown, so it is having a daily drawdown which is of 4%, which was not present in the Diamond program. Talking about the minimum trades, so it requires at least 8 trades to complete this challenge, which was 5 in the Diamond program. If you talk about the leverage, so it is having similar leverage, that is up to 1:50. And these are the fees available on the screen for the Gold program. After passing the challenge, you are going to get a simulated account in which the first payout will be of 75% profit split, and it is going to increase up to 90% as the month passes and you make profits. Talking about the refund, so you are going to get your refund after your first payout, which was not there in the Diamond program, because in Diamond program, the refund was just available after passing the challenge. And if you are looking for a challenge to scale up quickly, so to scale up, you must book a 15% of profit over 4 months. And if 2 of those months are profitable, then your capital will be increased by 25%. Now the next program I'm about to discuss is one of the easiest challenge in the industry, and it's quite common. But when you compare the profit to drawdown ratio, you'll be shocked. It truly stands out as one of the easiest programs. But before we move ahead, if you are liking our content so far, don't forget to like this video. So the next program we are going to discuss is a 2-phase program named Silver program. So the profit target of this program is 8% in phase 1 and 5% in phase 2, with a massive maximum drawdown of 10%. When we look at the risk reward expectation, so it is 10:13, which makes it 1 is to 1.3, which is a very good ratio, and the industry standard is 1 is to 1.5. So relatively it is easier than other prop firm challenges. Talking about the daily drawdown, so it is having 5% of the maximum daily loss limit. So to qualify this challenge, you must complete at least 6 trades to progress from one phase to another. And if you do a leverage trading, so it is going to be beneficial for you since it offers 1 is to 100 leverage, which is more as compared to the gold program, which was 1 is to 50. After passing the challenge, you are going to get 75% to 90% profit split similar to the gold program, which will be the first payout will be of 75% profit split, and as you make the profits, it can scale up to 90% profit split. Talking about the refund, so it is having similar refund policy as gold program. That is, you are going to get the refund with the first payout. It is also having scaling plans similar to the gold program. That is 15% profit over 4 months with 2 months profitable. And then your capital will be increased by 25%. The next program we are going to talk about is bronze and copper programs. These are 3-phase and 4-phase programs. So the first one we are going to discuss about is bronze program. So bronze program is having 3 phases and each phase requires 5% profit, totaling 15% profit to get funded. Talking about the drawdown, so it is having 10% maximum drawdown per phase. It is also having daily drawdown, that is 5%. That means you can't lose more than 5% in a day. In that case, your account will be gone. And if we talk about the risk reward expectation, so it will be 10 is to 15. That will make it 1 is to 1.5, which is relatively a tougher competition. Talking about the minimum trades criteria, so it requires 5 minimum trades. And if you are someone who requires huge leverage, so this program is for you. It is having up to 1 is to 200 leverage in the challenge program, and it is going to be 1 is to 100 after you get funded. Talking about the fees, so these are the fees structure of the bronze program, which is relatively cheaper than other programs. And if you are willing to buy it, don't buy it at the actual price. You can use the discount coupon available in our description below. So after passing this challenge, there will be a profit split of 80% to 90%. That is, you are going to get 80% at the initial months, and as you make profit in the further months, it is going to be scaled up to 90%. Talking about the refund, so if you successfully complete this challenge, you are going to get back 150% of your entry fees. Since it is a relatively tougher challenge, so Rebels Funding is going to give you 150% refund of your entry fees. Talking about the scaling plan, so it is also tougher as compared to the other challenge. So you are going to get scaled up after booking a 15% of profit in 3 months, in which 2 months should be profitable, and your capital will be increased by 25%. So now let's talk about the copper program or the 4-phase program. So the copper program is also somewhat similar to the bronze one, but it is just having one extra phase, and that makes it a 4-phase challenge. In each phase, just like the bronze program, you have to make 5% profit, and it concludes to the total of 20% of the profits. Talking about the drawdowns, so in each phase you are going to get 10% of the maximum drawdowns. It is also having daily drawdowns similar to the bronze programs, which is 5%. And if we calculate the risk reward expectation, so that makes it 10 is to 20, which is 1 is to 2. So this 1 is to 2 ratio is relatively much harder than other challenges. Now let's talk about the leverage. So it is also having similar leverage as bronze. That is up to 1 is to 200 in challenge phase and up to 1 is to 100 after getting funded. Talking about the profit split, so it is also similar, that is 80% to 90%. Talking about the refund, where you are getting 150% of refund in bronze program, but in copper program, you are going to get 200% refund at the first payout. Talking about the minimum trades, so it is having 4 trades required in each phase. And if we take a look on the scaling plan, so it is also similar to the bronze one, that is 15% profit in 3 months, in which 2 months should be profitable and the capital will increase by 25%. So traders, that was about the program and rules. At the end of the video, I'll share some common rules and important information related to payout frequency, weekend holding, etc. But for now, let's take a look at its dashboard and trading platform. So traders, this is the dashboard you are going to see after you get the account. Since we are having a free trial account, so here we can see that we are having one account over here. So if you will be having a genuine account or the account you have bought, so it will be here and it will be showing here too. So let's click here and let's see what kind of dashboard we are having inside. So this is the dashboard we are having inside, and we can see that this is the graph of the challenge we are having, and it is having profit balance, profit factor, number of positions we have taken, that is 3 here, average profit, average loss, total win, total loss, and average RRR, risk reward ratio, and what is the equity balance we are having, and the success rate, symbols ratio, win ratio, trade time performance, as in if you are trading and after a huge amount of time, you will be able to see that at what time your trades are getting right and at what time your trades are getting wrong. So it is also quite a good indicator. And here we are having the trade duration performance, as in for how long your trade is running and what kind of response you are getting. So if it is for let's say 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever it is, so it will help you to gain the knowledge of what kind of trader you are, if you are a short-term trader or a long-term trader, and accordingly whatever you can be, or you can be a positional trader. So here what we can see is that we can see closed trades, open trades, pending orders over here. So in this area we are going to see symbols, order, numbers, status, direction, PNL in percentage, open price, close price. So you'll be able to see at what price you opened it, at what price you closed it, if it hit the stop loss or take profit, what was the volume, and at what time and at what date you opened the position, and for how much long did your trade run. So here everything is mentioned and it is going to be quite beneficial. And one more thing is here, that is commission. So here we can see that it is having $2.16 for one lot, which is relatively quite cheaper than other prop firms. Now this was all from the dashboard. Now let's move to its trading platform, since Rebels Funding is not having MT4. So let's move to its own trading platform. Now to get to the trading interface of Rebels Funding, we need to get back to the dashboard and we need to click this RF Trader Login Regular. So I'll be clicking it. And since I've already logged in, so most likely it should log in. And yeah. So this is the trading interface of Rebels Funding. Usually it will appear in 1 day for you. Since I've already logged in, so it was appearing in 1 minute. So when you open it, you'll be having this symbols area in which all the forex pairs will be available, and this is the TradingView integrated chart, and here you can check this contest stats, which is available right in front of you, that how is your contest going. Here it is showing the days to end, because this is a trial account, and you'll be having almost no limit account, so this won't be here. So it is showing profit target and maximum drawdown, current value, and maximum daily drawdown, today's drawdown. So these things are right in front of you. You don't have to calculate it if you are using it in Meta 4. So that becomes a little kind of unaware thing when you use the Meta 4. But here it's not like that, and you can directly check over here, and this is quite beneficial. So now let's move to these areas where we have positions, pending orders, trade history, transactions, alerts, and messages. If there is some kind of server message, you can get it here, and I'll be showing you the trade history. So for each and every trade you execute of one lot, of course, the volume is one lot. So Rebels Funding charges $1.18. So that includes $2.16 for overall one lot trade, that is buy and sell both. So let's move to the 1 minute to see what kind of spread do we have in here. So this is currently 9:49 Indian Standard Time. So we can see that the spread is quite low because it is a New York session, and it is 2 pips only. So I'll be executing one trade. So let's execute a sale trade over here. So it is by default one lot. Maybe it can differ for you. So I'll be putting a sale trade, and let's see if we get an execution at the spread area only. So this is the execution of the trade, and we see a very less slippage in the trade execution, and it will be showing in the positions area. This is the trade running, and now I'll be closing it. Let's close it, and let's get to the trade history. So here we can see that it shows the P&L, that is profit, total profit. It deducts the transaction fees, and this shows you the total profit, which is not idle in MT42. So I have used it, and I know it very well that they don't include the transaction fees. So here it shows the lot size, open price, closing price. If you had put any kind of pending orders like SL or TP, so it will be available here. Since I have not put any kind of order, so it is not there. So this was the review of the interface. Now let's get back to the remaining important points. Traders, now let's talk about some important rules and common information. The time limitation in all evolution program is unlimited, meaning there is no rigid timing. You can pass the account at your own pace. Talking about the payout frequency, so the payout frequency is 14 days, which means you cannot take a withdrawal before 14 days. Let's say you took a withdrawal today, then you can take next withdrawal only after 14 days. There is one more condition related to this withdrawals, which is different in the diamond program, but in all other programs it is the same. If you want to withdraw, all your trades must be closed and your minimum profit should be more than $50. Moving to the next point, most traders are curious about news trading and remain cautious because other platforms do not allow news trading, but Rebels allows news trading. Additionally, over weekend holding is also allowed. However, if you trade using EA, that is expert advisor, then you cannot use EA trading in Rebels funding. That means you can only trade manually. Talking about the prohibited styles, so you cannot take trades shorter than 30 seconds, meaning you cannot scalp in seconds because scalping in seconds shows a bot behavior. The last point is about the real trades. Rebels funding considers certain trades as real trades based on their criteria. According to them, no volume split should occur, meaning you cannot trade in micro lots as their servers continuously detect bot behavior. So traders, this was a detailed review of Rebels funding. They offer multiple accounts and account types. Let us know in comments which account type suits you the best. If you have any questions or suggestions, drop them in comments as well. And if you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button. See you in the next detailed review. Till then, happy trading!